If you're thinking about moving to Hartford-area and you have kids, I can almost guarantee that at some point you're going to Google, what are the best school districts around Hartford? And you're going to see the same town names popping up again and again. Glastonbury, Farmington, South Windsor, Avon, Simsbury, and West Hartford. But here is where it gets interesting. The town that has the highest ranked school district might not necessarily be the town that is best for your family. And as a real estate agent, I have to be very careful with the word best. I'm not going to tell you this school is good, this school is bad, or you should live here because of the schools. That is your decision. But what I can do is show you the actual rankings, explain where those rankings come from, show you Connecticut-owned school data, and then talk about the real estate and lifestyle differences between these towns. Because if you're relocating to Connecticut, that's where this gets really useful. Today, we are looking at some of the top-ranked public school districts around Hartford in 2026, and stay until the end because I'm also going to show you few towns that don't necessarily get as much national attention, but might surprise you. Let's get into it. First, what does top ranked actually mean? And before I start throwing numbers at you, let's establish something. There is no single official list that determines the best school district. So for today's ranking, I'm using Niche's 2026 Best School Districts in the Hartford area. Niche looks at multiple factors, including academics, state test scores, college readiness, graduation rates, teachers, district ratings, and reviews. And what's interesting, SAT and ACT scores were removed from their 2026 methodology. But I'm also going to reference Connecticut's own data through Connecticut State Department of Education. Connecticut has something called the Next Generation Accountability System, and that looks at multiple indicators beyond simply test scores. So when you're researching schools, please don't go on Google, see one number next to a school and make a $700,000 real estate decision based on it. Use rankings as a starting point. Then do your own research. Now, let's see who's on the top. Number 1, Glastonbury. According to Niche 2026 rankings, Glastonbury Public Schools ranks number 1 in Hartford-area. And Glastonbury is also ranked among the top school districts in the entire state of Connecticut. So this isn't just a Hartford-area story. Glastonbury consistently gets attention from buyers relocating here to Connecticut. But here's what I want you to understand about Glastonbury from the real estate perspective. This is not just a school decision. Glastonbury offers a completely different lifestyle from somewhere like West Hartford. It's more spread out. You can find larger properties. You can find homes with acreage. There are established neighborhoods, newer homes, luxury properties, and more rural feeling sections. You also have restaurants, shopping, orchards, and easy access into Hartford. So when somebody calls me and says, Agnes, we are looking at Glastonbury because of the schools, my next question is, okay, but do you actually like Glastonbury? Because you're not just enrolling your child into a school district, you're moving your entire life there. And those are two different decisions. Number 2 in Hartford-area for 2026 is Farmington School District. And this one is interesting because Farmington isn't just ranked around Hartford. Niche ranks Farmington among the top 10 school districts in the entire state of Connecticut. Farmington is also a smaller district than some of the others we're going to talk about. And from the housing perspective, Farmington gives you a really interesting mix. You have older homes, colonials, condos, newer construction, luxury homes, and then you have areas like Unionville that have their own character. You're also close to major employers and the Yukon Health area. But again, if you're moving here, don't just type Farmington schools ranking and stop there. Look at the actual schools, look at the programs, look at the district data, Look at what matters specifically to your child, and then look at what's your housing budget actually buys you in Farmington, because that's where the conversation becomes real. Number 3, South Windsor. Now, here's one that I think some of the relocation buyers overlook. South Windsor. I know. Niche ranks South Windsor School District number 3 in Hartford-area for 2026. And it receives an A+ overall district grade from Niche. And I think this is an important town to include because people relocating from out of state often arrive with a very short list. Usually it's West Hartford, Glastonbury, Farmington, maybe Avon, and that's it. But there are other Hartford County towns worth researching, and South Windsor is one of them. The housing market also looks different here. You're going to see ranches, colonials, newer subdivisions, and different price points. You have convenient access to Manchester, Evergreen Walk, Buckland Hills, and Hartford-area in general. So this is exactly why I want buyers to start with a wider map. You might start researching one town and then discover another one that fits your actual life better. Number 4 is Avon. Avon is absolutely gorgeous town, and if you're researching the Farmington Valley, you're probably going to come across Avon very quickly. Avon has a different feel from Glastonbury or West Hartford. It's further west of Hartford. You have the Farmington Valley setting. You have shopping and restaurants along Route 44. You have everything from condos to larger properties and luxury homes. And Niche ranks Avon number 4 among Hartford-area districts for 2026. And here is another thing that I want any relocation buyer to understand. Your commute matters. A town can look perfect on paper, beautiful house, school data you like, great neighborhood, but if you're commuting somewhere 5 days a week, test that commute. Don't just look at what Google Maps says at 11 o'clock on Sunday morning. Actually understand what your daily life is going to look like, because that's part of choosing the right town for you. Number 5, Simsbury. And Simsbury is another Farmington Valley town that comes up frequently when people are researching schools and quality of life around Hartford. Simsbury has a beautiful New England feel. You have historic properties, established neighborhoods, larger lots, outdoor recreation, the Farmington Valley Trail system, and a town center. It's also more spread out than West Hartford. And again, that might be exactly what you're looking for, or it might not. And this is why I don't want you simply going number 1 good, number 5 worse. That's not what these rankings mean. You're comparing districts that can differ significantly in size, programs, demographics, and the communities that they serve. And this one might surprise a lot of people. West Hartford is number 6. Because if you search online for the best places to live around Hartford, West Hartford is literally everywhere. But remember, we're talking specifically about Niche 2026 school district ranking. West Hartford School District ranks number 6 in the Hartford area and number 20 in Connecticut according to Niche. And here is why this is such a perfect example of why rankings shouldn't make your entire decision. West Hartford is a much larger district. Niche lists more than 9,000 students in the district. Compare that with Avon, for example, which has just over 3,000. Those are very different school systems. West Hartford also gives you a lifestyle you don't necessarily get in some of these other towns. West Hartford Center, Blueback Square, restaurants, coffee shops, walkability in certain neighborhoods, beautiful older homes, different architectural styles, very established neighborhoods. So could someone look at the rankings and choose Glastonbury over West Hartford? Sure. Could another family look at exactly the same information and choose West Hartford over Glastonbury? Absolutely, and that's the point. Now, we get to another town that I think is worth paying attention to, Rocky Hill. Rocky Hill ranks number 7 in Hartford-area according to Niche 2026 ranking. And this is where I think the list starts becoming particularly useful for buyers. because Rocky Hill might not get the same amount of national relocation content as West Hartford or Glastonbury, but look at its location. You're south of Hartford. You have easy access to highways. You're close to Wethersfield. You're close to Cromwell. Middletown isn't far. And depending on where you work, that location can be extremely convenient. Again, research the town, not just the ranking. Number 8 is Berlin, and this is another one I like seeing on this list because Berlin often flies under the radar for out-of-state buyers. Berlin sits between the Hartford and New Haven areas, which can make its location really interesting depending on where you are commuting. You have a very different housing market from West Hartford, different neighborhoods, different lot sizes, different housing styles, and a niche places Berlin at number 8 among Hartford-area districts in its 2026 ranking. If you're relocating and you've never even heard of Berlin, that's exactly why videos like this matter. There's a lot of towns around Central Connecticut that you probably aren't going to discover from just one Google search. Number 9 is Canton, and now we are getting into a much smaller district. And this is another great example of why you need to understand what you're comparing. Niche lists roughly 1,400 students in Canton School District. West Hartford, again, more than 9,000. So saying which one is better without any other context doesn't really tell us very much. Canton gives you another Farmington Valley option, more rural character in certain areas, larger properties, Collinsville, outdoor recreation, and a very different overall lifestyle. For somebody looking for that environment, Canton might deserve a spot on the research list. And number 10, East Granby of Niche 2026 Hartford-area list. And this is very small district compared with the others. Niche lists fewer than 1,000 students. Again, completely different scale. And East Granby is another town many people moving from New York, New Jersey, or another part of the country probably know almost nothing about. That's why I want you to think of this list as 10 towns to research, not number 1 is where I should live. Huge difference. Now, I want to talk about 3 towns that I personally love that didn't make the top 10. Southington, Wethersfield, and Newington. Southington ranks number 14, Wethersfield ranks number 15, and Newington number 18 on a Niche 2026 Hartford-area list. And these 3 are important to me because I know them beyond ranking. I used to live in Newington, I now live in Wethersfield, and Southington is another great town where many of my clients are looking to buy. So does not making the top 10 mean you should cross these towns off your list? Absolutely not. And that's exactly why I wanted to make this video. This ranking measures a school district using a particular methodology. It doesn't tell you whether a specific school is right for your child. And it definitely doesn't tell you whether a town is right for your family. It doesn't measure how much you will love the neighborhood, the type of house you can afford, your commute, the restaurants and amenities you enjoy, or what your everyday life there will actually look like. And that's the biggest takeaway from this entire video. Use school rankings as a research tool, not as a map telling you where you should or shouldn't live, because there are really some fantastic Connecticut communities that might not appear in somebody's top 10. One more resource you should know about. Besides rankings like Niche, there's another resource every Connecticut parent should know about. It's called EdSight. It's Connecticut's official education data portal, and it goes much deeper than a simple ranking. You can look at academic achievement, student growth, graduation, college and career readiness, and chronic absenteeism, and more. So in my next video, we're going deeper. I'm taking 3 districts I get asked about constantly: West Hartford, Glastonbury, Farmington, and we will put the actual numbers side by side and then compare the housing, prices, taxes, and lifestyle in each town. because that's where this gets really interesting. So what you should take away from all of this? The 2026 niche top 10 around Hartford includes Glastonbury, Farmington, South Windsor, Avon, Simsbury, West Hartford, Rocky Hill, Berlin, Canton, East Granby. But a ranking is just one piece of the puzzle. It can help you start your research, but it cannot tell you which community is going to be the best fit for your family. Because you're not choosing a school district alone. You're choosing where you're going to live. Your home, your neighborhood, your commute, your budget, your taxes, your lifestyle, all of that matters too. And that's exactly why we are going deeper in the next video. I'm taking West Hartford, Glastonbury, and Farmington and putting them head to head, actual school data from Connecticut's EdSight, plus the real estate and lifestyle differences between the three. The rankings tell us one story. Let's see what the numbers actually tell us. Subscribe so you don't miss that one, and I will see you in the next video.